Zach Life, Beat Depression, it's day 743, and we're back in the place to be with another somatic healing session to wipe out depression. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here now. Anyone who's tuning in later, as you guys know, it's a martial arts for mental health show, and we like to focus in on those mental health tools first. So first and foremost, one of the most powerful tools we can use out here that can slowly shape our minds from a negative mindset into a positive one is the powerful tool of gratitude. And today, my gratitude is going to be going out to Sebastian Cage, the lit superstar and pro wrestling magic out there in Ridgefield, New Jersey, for helping us raise awareness both to our cause and also to the kids for the kids program, Kids Kick Cancer, that 10-kick challenge. I want to shout out gratitude to Sebastian for taking part in that challenge, and also to Pro Wrestling Magic for allowing us to use their space, use their ring to raise awareness and help empower others. So huge debt of gratitude going out to those guys out there. That being said, go ahead and think about your piece of gratitude. That'll help put you in that positive mindset as we move into the lesson. Also want to shout out gratitude to Watasha and to Lisa the Luminary for being here, for showing up, for being consistent, showing up for you and for others, and for making that progress every single day. That's my gratitude section. Go ahead and think about yours. And the next tool we're going to talk about is that powerful list, that progress tracking tool. Keeping track of the number of days that show up for yourself and make that forward momentum, build that momentum, make that progress, and show yourself each and every day what you are capable of overcoming, which is the debilitating effects of depression and the lies that depression tries to sell us with those negative thoughts like we can't get out of bed, or we don't deserve to, or we're not good enough, or we can't do it, or all of that can't goes away when we show ourselves what we can do every single day. And that number can build over time into more and more proof of your resiliency and your strength out there. So please do keep track of it. Let it build. It will affect all avenues of life outside of training and inside as well. That being said, also want to shout out to my Aunt Kathy. Love you, Kath. Thanks for being here. Appreciate that family support. And what did we cover? We covered the number. We covered the gratitude. Let's get into today's lesson. It is a SuperHuman Sunday, which means it's going to be an active recovery day today. We're going to keep it low intensity. We're going to have 3 rounds, but today those rounds are going to be timed a little bit different. It's going to be about 5 minutes per round. And we're going to focus in a lot on the breathwork tools, the visualization tools, some of those other tools that we have in our toolkit to help us in this fight for better mental health. So it's going to be 3 rounds, but they're going to be 5 minutes for the first round, 5 minutes for the second round, and then the final round, we're going to go a little over 5 minutes. We're going to kind of tune into the moment and see what we need, see how it's flowing, see how we're feeling as we go through a brief guided meditation. Shout out to Bro Loney. That's my brother out here, Mike EXE, on the East Coast, supporting the cause from day one. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate your support and being a real one out there. And representing the cause. So let's talk about the lessons. SuperHuman Sunday, we're going to be tapping into those other mental health tools. The first one we're talking about is a diaphragmatic breathing tool. The same one we practice on Wednesdays, where we use that diaphragmatic breathing tool linked with movement, and we practice kind of slow shadow boxing routine, using kicks, using punches, using anything that we enjoy, anything that we'd like, that we personally like to use in our training routine. But we're linking it with that breathwork tool to make it a calming, active recovery session instead of a high-intensity training session. So the way that's going to work, very briefly, is we're going to use this diaphragmatic breathing tool. I'll show you what that is right now. One hand over the chest, one hand over the belly. We're going to take a deep breath in through the nose, filling the belly with air. We're going to hold it for a moment, and then we're going to exhale twice as long as the inhale. So let's do it together. One deep breath into the belly, keeping the chest flat. Hold it for a moment. Long exhale. Twice as long as the inhale. And different ways to make this more and more effective. One of them is by closing your eyes and visualizing that breath as you move through. We're going to keep our eyes open for the sake of our striking pattern this time, but if you're using that breathwork tool alone, you can do that. The other one is making sure that we put a little resistance in the mouth when we're exhaling through those pursed lips. That will further strengthen and exercise and activate that diaphragmatic breathing muscle, and that is the one that activates the sympathetic nervous system to calm that nervous system down. Slows the heart rate, relieves anxiety, stress, frustration, and gets you grounded back into the moment where you're powerful and capable of helping yourself. Shout out to Slayer Ken. Thank you for being here, buddy. Appreciate you. Appreciate you being consistent and putting in that work out there every single day, showing up for you, even if you don't make it to the live. catching it on the replay on Sack Life Daily on YouTube, and dropping those comments and sharing your progress, man. 351 days of consecutive progress for Ken. It's good stuff, brother. Closer and closer to a year, man. Any day now, you're gonna hit that year mark, and that's something to be proud of, because it's hard to be consistent with anything. Even just getting up in the morning, maybe making a bed, or just anything. Consistency is tough out there. So let alone consistency in the face of an adversity or any kind of mental health struggle that we're dealing with, such as depression or anxiety. Those things are life-threatening illnesses. So to get up and to move forward in the face of those things and to make that progress every day, something you should be proud of. And I'm happy to have you here and be able to share that progress together. Speaking of which, yes, 351 days. If you got a number out there, if you're keeping track, please do share. It's been 743 days of consecutive training for me, Zach, man. It's been 351 days for Ken. And I'm going to just tell you right now, maybe before she contributes herself, but Lisa the Luminary is at 443 days out there as well, because she has also been staying consistent every single day, punching through whatever is coming. We know every day presents us with challenges, and so every day that we train to overcome those challenges. Not just for today, but also to prepare us for tomorrow. So, that being said, let's get back on track with that breathwork tool. We talked about how we breathe in deep through the nose to the belly. Shout out to my buddy Luca. Appreciate you out there. 8 years old. Inspiration out there, fighting forwards through the struggles that he is dealing with. And so, yes, it is indeed Superhuman Sunday. So, you made it, buddy. I'm happy to have you here. Are you dressed up today? Let us know if you're wearing a costume. So, we talked about the diaphragmatic breathing tool. What we're going to do with that is link that with movement, and we're going to start with just jabs and crosses, but I want you guys to get creative. Use any striking pattern that you enjoy. If you enjoy kicks, use those teep kicks, use the round kicks, boom. Use whatever you like to throw out there. If it's knees, you can use knee strikes as well. Really make it your own. Make it your own training routine. All that I ask you to do is to keep it limited to 2 to 3 strikes total, and to move with that breath. Let that breath be your guide. So on the deep inhale into the belly, we're going to take defensive stance. Right? Boom. There it is. We're holding that breath in deep in the belly. And then on the exhale, nice and slow, we're going to twist through and take form into those striking patterns. And when we fully exhale at the peak of that striking pattern, from there, we're going to fully make sure that breath is all the way out of the mouth. And then we're going to inhale through the nose. And as we inhale, we return to stance. Hold, long exhale. And it can be 1 strike. Fully exhale there. Deep inhale back. Or it can be 2 strikes. When it's 2 strikes, we like to make it 1 long breath. Just slow those strikes down. Go through both strikes. 1 long breath. And then we want to top out around 3 strikes so we don't get carried away with the pace. And we can keep it a nice, controlled, low-intensity session. And keep control over that nervous system. So, if my timer decides to start working, there it goes. Technical difficulties. Who knows? Every day it's something new. Alright, bang, got it. So, that's it for the diaphragmatic breathing tool, for that slow-moving, low-concentrated active recovery session. And from Claire and Luca, Luca's Iron Man today. Love Iron Man, good stuff. And Claire is Elsa. Appreciate you guys dressing up. It's cool to hear. I'm glad you're having fun with the class. And if anybody else wants to dress up, feel free. Why not? Enjoy it. Enjoy the self-care routine. So we've got our slow-moving diaphragmatic breathing tool for that first session. Second session, we're going to activate with that breathwork tool. We're going to activate the nervous system with the yogic breath of fire. And Claire, if you're tuning in, if you're doing this with us, stick to that low intensity. Remember, for anybody out there, always get yourself cleared by your physician, by your doctor, before you start any exercise routine. This is also an exercise routine. Though it is for mental health, we do some high intensity, low intensity. And that breath of fire is a high intensity movement. Just using that breath alone can actually dehydrate you. It does put a stress on your heart and lungs, but we're doing it in a healthy way. We're actually training our body to handle that stress hormone cortisol in a positive way that builds us up instead of allowing it to break us down. So the next time we encounter that stress hormone in regular daily life, our brain is going to say, this is what we do every day. We got this. It's no problem. And we're going to be able to stay calm, not go into that panic mode, and keep our thoughts together and be able to make better decisions, make more rational decisions out there as we're dealing with life struggles. And then finally, we're going to take that heightened state that we just gave ourselves from the yogic breath of fire. We're going to link it with punches, by the way. I think I forgot to mention that. We're going to turn them into breath of fire punches, just to add movement and make it even more effective. And then finally, we're going to get into a brief meditation. So you'll need somewhere comfortable to sit. It can be a chair, it can be a blanket, it can be a pillow. I'm going to be sitting on my backpack when we get to that part. And we're going to tune into those other tools, that breathwork tool again, visualization, brief meditation. And that's going to allow us to take our body, no matter what state it's in, and our mind, and calm it down and bring it to a centered, focused, controlled place where we are powerful and capable. So you can practice these things in any given situation, with or without the movement. They're still powerful tools. That being said, we'll have common music coming out of our retro synth boombox over here. We've got some binaural beats here to calm the nervous system as well. They work if you use headphones. Bluetooth. They don't work through Instagram because it's mono. You have to have a stereo transmission and separation between each ear to get that binaural effect. So if you'd like, check them out on Spotify at SackLifeOfficial.com as the artist and see if they work for you. These can help you get into a meditative state, improve concentration, relaxation, and they also are known to help with REM sleep, so enter in a deeper state of sleep there. Give them a shot, let me know what you think. Feel free to share positive effects if you find any. Remember, as individuals, you got to find the tools that work for you, and it's going to be different for each one of us. But these are tools, and a lot of them, if we just learn how to use them the right way, they will be able to have that positive effect. Luca said, checking in on comments. Luca said, did you get hurt last night? Absolutely not. I did not get hurt last night. I am sore today. I am feeling some fatigue from the exercise that I was doing with Cage in the ring. But those guys train specifically not to hurt each other. It's a great form of entertainment. It's a great form of exercise, and it's a really cool, visually impressive acrobatics that they're doing out there. Very cool stuff, but they are not trying to hurt each other. They're actually trying to protect each other when they do those moves. So just speaking on that wrestling match that we went to last night, they do, however, sometimes get hurt. That's comes with the territory, mistakes are made, we're not perfect. And sometimes they do catch a jab or they do catch a kick or something, and they do really take that impact. They also do get hurt when they take those falls. They are going through real tables, real chairs are getting smashed on their back, so that part of it is definitely very, very real and very painful. But that's dedication to the cause and to the passion. Those are people pursuing their real passion out there, putting it on display for the world to see, and it's inspiring to see that they can turn it into a living for themselves, and it can help entertain and inspire others as well. So that's for me, that's what I always glean from it. More motivation and inspiration to follow my genuine passion. That's Cage's passion out there, and I'd love to support that guy and see him be successful on his road, on his way up. And if you don't know who he is, check him out on his page. He's blowing up. He's doing amazing things out there. Shout out to XOJR. Thanks for being here as well. We're going to get into this calming active recovery session right now. Let's do it. So go ahead and square up. Get into your Muay Thai stance. We're going to start with that deep breath in, into defensive position. Let's do it together. Deep breath in through the nose to the belly, bringing the guard up. High by the brow line, tuck that chin. Long and slow exhale through jabs. Exhaling out the mouth. Guard stays high on the opposite side. Twist through those shoulders and hips. Fully exhale there, and deep inhale back through the nose. As we return to stance, long and slow exhale forwards, twisting through the hips and shoulders, extending that front fist forward, and moving with the pace of that breath. Long and slow exhale through pursed lips. Deep inhale back through the nose. As we return to defensive stance, long and slow exhale through both jab and cross. We're twisting through the body, keeping the head on the center line, chin tucked for added defense, shoulder rolled. Right, turn that fist over, squeeze that fist at the point of impact. And deep, slow inhale back to belly. As we return to defensive stance, long and slow exhale through jab cross. Shout out to Hello Nurse and to Patches. Appreciate you guys and gals out there for supporting the cause. Deep inhale back through the nose to defensive stance. Hold that breath in the belly, and remember, you You can make this your own. Use your own striking patterns that you enjoy. Long and slow exhale through strikes. Focusing on that target, focusing on refining form. Keeping the guard high on the opposite hand. Moving nice and slow with that breath. Deep inhale back to the belly. As we hold those hands in defensive position, we're holding that breath as well. Long exhale forwards through strikes. Rotating on the ball of each foot for each strike. We're tucking the chin in, bump for defense. Turning the fist over, landing on those large two knuckles. Deep inhale back. And you can slow it down. The slower the better here for the sake of active recovery. Let's do it just single cross here. We're going to rotate on the ball of the back foot. And send that fist forwards. Keeping the guard high on the opposite side. Chin tucked in. Deep inhale back. Guard high by the brow line. You can move in your Muay Thai stance here. Nice cross. Exhale through. Exaggerate that shoulder movement in training so that it'll be nice and tight and ready in a real world situation. Deep inhale back. When we're tossing that cross, we're rotating on the ball of the rear foot and sending it straight forwards into the chin and nose of that target. Turning the fist over, twisting through the body so that that elbow stays in that center line. We're punching right down that center line. Deep inhale back. And go ahead and shake out the arms, shake out the legs if you're feeling that lactic acid. We're going to get creative now. I want you guys to use any striking pattern you like. If you want to follow along visually, feel free. But I'm going to just mix it up and we're going to just roll through strikes. Let's do it together. Deep inhale to the belly. Into defensive position. Long exhale through strikes. Fully exhale. And deep inhale back. Back to stance. Long and slow exhale through strikes. Fully inhale deep through the nose. Back to stance. Long exhale through strikes. Deep inhale back. Long exhale forwards. Fully exhale through those strikes. Deep inhale back to stance. Remember, if you lose balance, lose concentration, just return to that breath, return to the defense on the inhale. Long exhale forwards. Deep inhale back. Long exhale forwards. Deep inhale back. Long exhale forwards. 2 to 3 strikes total. Deep inhale back. Long exhale forwards. And deep inhale back. Hold that breath in the belly. Long exhale forwards. Deep inhale back. Long exhale forwards. What's wrong with this? Back to stance. Square up. Deep inhale back to the belly. Long exhale forwards. Deep inhale back. Hold it. Long exhale forwards. Gotta be careful not to knock my stuff over. Deep inhale back to stance. Hold the breath in the belly. Long exhale through strikes. Fully exhale there. Deep inhale back. Hold that breath. Long exhale forwards. And that is the end of round 1. I'm going to check in on yourself now. See where that heart rate is. If you were sticking to that breath work as a guide and keeping that pace low, following that exhale on those strikes, it should have calmed that heart rate down, calmed that nervous system. If not, let's tune into that breath just for a moment before we get into this next session. One hand over chest, one hand over the belly. Deep breath in through the nose to the belly. Hold. Long and slow exhale here. Twice as long as that inhale. One more time. Hold. Exhale twice as long. One more time. Deep inhale to the belly. Hold. Long and slow exhale out the mouth. Alright. Should be feeling that good calm energy right now. That is that diaphragmatic breathing tool. Check it out. Use it as you can, whenever you need it. Now we're going to activate the nervous system with the yogic breath of fire. So to do this, we're going to do a short, powerful pulse of air out of the mouth through pursed lips, right there. And we're just going to let that air rebound back through the nose. So we're working on chambering it between the mouth and the nose. Powerful breath out. Let it bounce right back in, nice and passive. So it's not a conscious, it's just a passive bounce back from the breath. So let's practice it together. It's going to look like this. So powerful breath out the mouth and just passively let it bounce back. We're making it a pattern, right? No breaks in between. Each pulse out of the mouth is 1 rep. We're going to go for 20 breaths of fire first. Clear, stick to that calming breathwork tool. Don't get into this one. So shout out to you out there. Make sure you're checking in on you and avoiding those signs of overreaching. If you feel lightheaded, dizzy, see spots, or feel nauseous, pull that intensity back, slow it down. But we're starting with 20 breaths of fire in 3, 2, 1, let's do it. And deep breath in the nose to the belly. Long exhale out the mouth. Check in with yourself and see how you're feeling. Going for another 20 breaths of fire here. This is going to give us energy. It's going to activate that nervous system. Let's keep it rolling if you're feeling good. In 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in the nose to the belly. Long exhale out the mouth. Check in on you. Make sure you're feeling all right. We're going for 40 breaths of fire now. We're going to pick up that pace. Pick up that intensity. Pace can stay the same, but pick up that volume. Let's add that challenge. Give ourselves a challenge. 40 breaths of fire in 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in the nose to the belly. Long exhale out the mouth. And another 40 breaths of fire if you're feeling all right in 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in the nose to the belly. Hold it. Long exhale out the mouth. And we're going to link them in with some snappy jabs and crosses here. Just firing through the hips and shoulders. A little rotation on the feet. You can be in Muay Thai stance. You can be in just a balanced neutral stance there. We're just going to focus on that breath and let the whip of the punch match up with that pulse in the breath through the mouth. So each pulse is going to sync with that punch. The breath of fire punches. We're starting with 20 in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Deep breath in the nose to the belly. Hold that breath. Long exhale out the mouth. Check in on you if you're feeling all right. We're going for another 20 breath of fire punches. Make sure you're turning that fist over. Squeezing at that point of impact. Boom, boom, boom. And letting it whip. Sync it up with that breath. Let's do it. 20 breath of fire punches. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Deep breath in the nose to the belly. Long exhale out the mouth. And we're going for 40 breath of fire punches now. Picking it up. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Deep breath in the nose to the belly. You should feel that energy picking up. Long exhale out the mouth. Make sure you're not lightheaded, dizzy, or seeing spots. And if you're feeling good, we're going for another 40 breath of fire punches in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Deep breath in the nose to the belly. Long exhale out the mouth. And let's finish it up with an unnumbered count. On punches, go. Deep breath in the nose to the belly. Long exhale out the mouth. That's the end of the breath of fire punches section. And right now, you should have an activated nervous system. Maybe a light sweat going, increased heart rate, and an energized feeling. Now these are somatic symptoms, those symptoms in the body, right? That state of body and state of mind that you are in right now is very similar to a panic attack, right? Elevated heart rate, light sweat, heavy breathing, activated, energized feeling. And so what we're going to do is we're going to show ourselves how we can take ourselves out of this physical state using the other tools we have available in a brief meditation. Go ahead and pop into a comfy situation. Grab some water if you need it. And we're going to tune back into that breath. Using the hands as a guide again, one over the chest, one over the belly. Take a deep breath in through the nose to the belly. We're going to calm the system down. Sit up nice and straight, back straight, relax the shoulders, relax the jaw. You can close your eyes to make this more effective. Take that deep breath in through the nose to the belly and hold for a moment. Hold. Long and slow exhale through the mouth. Letting the belly fall. Keeping the chest flat the whole time. Deep breath in, 4 seconds into the belly. Hold for 7. And then long and slow exhale for 8. Let's do it together. 4 seconds in. 8-second exhale. Four seconds in, nice and slow. Sit with it for 7, and then exhale for 8. Long and slow. This is known as the 4-7-8 breath. It is known to calm that nervous system and give us that control back. You might be feeling it already. If not, don't worry, just stick to the pattern and make that tool more efficient. Learn how to use that tool as efficiently as you can. If you don't need the hands as a guide to chest and belly movement, if you've practiced already and you don't need them, you can rest them in a more comfortable position. This will make it easier for you to drop in to the powerful effects of this breathwork routine. Go ahead and get back into the cycle. 4 seconds in, sit with it for 7. 8-second exhale out the mouth together. Hold. Second exhale. 4 seconds in. Hold. 8-second exhale. Remember to put resistance in those lips on that exhale to make it even more effective. You can close your eyes and visualize that breath entering through the nose, filling the belly, holding it in there, sitting with it, and then visualize it leaving out the mouth through that resistance, through that challenge that we're giving ourselves to make ourselves stronger. 4 seconds in, through the nose to the belly. Hold for 7. 8-second exhale. Shout out to Mel the Blind Fury. Appreciate you, bro. Deep breath in, 4 seconds to the belly. And this time, as you sit with that breath in the belly and you take that moment for yourself, ask yourself how you feel. How do you feel in this moment? Deep breath in, 4 seconds, nice and slow to the belly. Hold for 7. And ask yourself how you feel. Eight-second exhale. As we exhale, you can visualize stress blowing away, blowing that stress away with the breath. Take that deep breath in again. Remember to keep it slow. You don't want to feel pain or pressure or resistance here in the belly. You just want to slow that breath down enough that you can count to 4 by the time you fully inhaled and expand that belly out. Let's do it together, nice and gentle. 4 seconds into the belly. Sit with it for 7. 8-second exhale. Blow away that stress. 4 seconds in again to the belly. Sit up nice and straight. Relax the jaw, relax the shoulders. Hold the breath. How do you feel? 8-second exhale. This is our power to give ourselves peace in any given situation. Tapping into that breath. Let's do it again. 4 seconds into the belly. As you hold, remind yourself you brought you here. You're the one doing the work. You're the one who deserves the credit. This is the peace that you can give yourself. 8-second exhale through the mouth. Remember to stay sitting up straight. Relax the shoulders, relax the jaw. Deep breath in again, 4 seconds to the belly. Hold. You can affirm in the mind, I brought myself here. I deserve this. This is my power. 8-second exhale. Now we're going to do a few rounds with no instruction. Just continue in that breathing pattern. And 3, 2, 1. Shout out to L Cannabis 8. Thank you for joining. Appreciate you, brother. Let's continue that breathing pattern going. 4 seconds in, hold in the belly for 7. 8-second exhale out the mouth with pursed lips. One more round, we'll finish up. All right, that brings us to the end of our Superhuman Sunday, and I hope that you guys and girls out there are feeling the calming effects that we can give ourselves with just the power of breath, with the power of movement, with those other free mental health tools that we all have available to us as human beings. Please do continue to find the ones that work for you and group them together to make your own Superhuman Sunday, make your own superhuman routine to fight back against those debilitating effects of depression, because we can move forwards as proven by the list tool. We can make progress as proven by the way you're feeling right now. Take note of it. Take note of the fact that those stressful situations, those stressful feelings, those depressing feelings were indeed temporary. And we just took ourselves out of it. A minute ago, we had a heightened, energized feeling. We had that light sweat going, that activated heart rate. And with just a couple of moments of those other free tools, we're able to take that heart rate back down, calm, peaceful state of mind, and give ourselves that break that we deserve. So please do continue fighting for you. Keep track of that progress. And I will catch you guys same exact time, same exact channel, same exact life. Sac now.